I am Lisa McNett, founder of One Breath Institute and Introspective Breathwork. Today I'm going to share with you a guided meditation. You may want to have a journal with you or something where you can make a note of what comes through when you experience this guided meditation. And first, I'd like to share with you what introspective breathwork is. Introspective breathwork is a system for not only healing the self, but for achieving self-actualization, for reaching your full potential, actualizing your full potential. At the core of this is becoming empowered and becoming embodied, recognizing that you are the conscious co-creator of your life and that you have the answers within yourself. So, over the span of my career as an entrepreneur in energy work, as a massage therapist and craniosacral therapy practitioner, teaching yoga and meditation, and of course, breath work, working with the breath, something I have found consistently is the concept that other people can fix you or can fix us. Across the board, people still come with this approach of the expert is the one who holds the answers. This is something that has been conditioned into us over time. So, what we do at One Breath Institute and with introspective breathwork is we take this and we flip it over. I 100% believe that you are the expert of yourself. You just don't quite know how to find all of your answers yet or how to become fully embodied. So let's talk about that fully embodied piece because we have many layers to ourselves. And the truth is that we are existing and living right now in a human being body in this physical 3D world. So in order to actualize in this world, in order to bring all of our gifts through that we have access to, all of the lifetimes of wisdom and knowledge that we carry, that we've brought over encoded into our DNA, either from our own past lives or from our ancestors, in order to bring all of this wisdom through, we need to be fully embodied. What keeps us from being fully embodied, well, is so many things, but we need to heal and integrate traumas that are held within ourselves. You might have thought, well, I haven't really experienced any trauma. Nothing really bad has happened to me. And I'm going to say that the world we are living in, I see it as we are living in a fishbowl of trauma. There is so much that is wrong about the way that we are living our lives today. There is so much that is wrong about the way humans coexist on this planet and interact and engage with each other and the natural world, and it's become normalized. So we are just simply disconnected from ourselves in many ways, and going into spaces of meditation and going to connect with the higher self and going out externally or connecting with energy in that way can be so appealing because it's less painful than a lot that is happening in the present moment. If the present moment is painful in any way, that is because we have something within us that needs healing and integration. So let's take a breath. And the truth is that all of us have things within us that need healing and integration so that we can fully become embodied in this 3D physical human body and bring through all of our multidimensional gifts. Our breath, our invisible breath, is the bridge between spirit and the body. Our breath is invisible and it's so profound. How often do you pay attention and notice how much you're breathing? The more that we consciously breathe in our life, the more we are consciously engaging in our life in all ways. So, I want to mention just a little piece on fear here as well, because fear is, we might not always recognize that we have fear, but anything that keeps us from fully moving forward and stepping into and designing and creating the life that we desire is oftentimes fear, right? Fear of what somebody else is going to think of me, or fear of failure, or fear of any little thing. And there's this amazing quote that I really love by Dr. Fritz Perls, who is the founder of Gestalt therapy. I find this to be really true. And this quote is, "Fear is excitement without the breath." Fear is excitement without the breath. So, any fear inside us, any place that is feeling stuck inside us or stagnant, or that we have a difficult time connecting within us, can be transformed into excitement by breathing life into it. That is what our breath is doing, right? We breathe in, we are breathing life in. If we consciously choose to breathe life in, we consciously can find more excitement about life and about creating our life. So let's take a little practice. Let's go with a little guided meditation. You can sit maybe with your feet connected to the ground. You can do this standing as well. I'm going to invite you to have your feet connecting to the ground. And I invite you to notice the feet connecting to the ground. Feel the feet connecting to the ground. Are the feet pushing? Are there any muscles involved in the feet connecting with the ground? And just let the feet touch softly. We'll move up a little bit from the feet. Feel the ankles, moving up the legs. Notice the knees, the thighs, the hips. Is there any adjustment you need or want to make in your seat if you're sitting or the way you're standing? Let's move up. Let's find the shoulders, and let's actually pull the shoulders up towards the ears and then bring them back and down. Introspective breath work involves movement too. It involves freedom, freeing ourselves to be ourselves authentically and completely. So take a few shoulder rolls and slow down the breath. Let's take some sighs, breathing in through the nose and sighing out through the mouth. And a few more times. Let the movement become what is natural for you. Maybe the shoulder rolls move into something else. What kind of movement is your body requiring in this moment? You can keep that inhale through the nose and the exhale sigh if you want as you're moving, or you can shift to breathing in and out through the nose. It's your choice. Okay. And now I'm going to invite you to bring your awareness to your pelvis, to the root. The pelvis is, the bones create sort of a bowl. So you can imagine a sort of bowl at the pelvis. And I'm going to ask you to take really nice, long, and deep breaths into the pelvis. And you can imagine a balloon. A balloon, whatever color you want. Maybe it's a red balloon, but maybe it's a different balloon in that pelvic bowl, and the breath fills that balloon with every inhale. And just let some of the air out with every exhale. Taking some nice, full breaths deep into the pelvis, letting a balloon in the pelvis fill up. And then letting some of that air out with every exhale. And connecting with the root, the balloon, and the pelvis. I'm going to ask you a question and just allow the answer to come up. And the question is, what am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? Receiving this answer without judgment, just noticing it, allowing it to be here. Is this fear mine? How long has this fear been with me? Asking this fear, what is it that you need? What is it that you need? And as you receive the answer, is this something that you're willing or able to give at this time? Now that we've received a fear that we're holding in the root, we've acknowledged it, we've asked it what it needs, we may or may not be willing to work with this fear outside of this meditation today. With all of this that has happened, we're going to bring some breath, some conscious breath into this fear. We're going to invite any transformation and shift that may come. So I'm going to invite you now to imagine the most beautiful, amazing, cleansing, and healing light in whatever color that is that looks like for you when I say the most amazing, magical, healing light. With your breath, imagine this light coming down and through the crown chakra, down through the third eye chakra, down through the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the navel chakra, the sacral chakra, and into the root. We're going to imagine and invite the most healing, cleansing light with our breath, inhaling this light down through the crown, through all of the chakras, and into the root. And as we exhale, we continue the breath down the legs, through the feet, and into the earth. So we're breathing this light, healing, cleansing light through the crown, third eye, throat, heart, navel, sacral chakra, root chakra, and let it cleanse that root chakra. Let it move that fear down the legs, into the feet, and into the earth to be transmuted. We'll take a few more breaths like this. letting yourself be cleansed, letting this light come all the way through. Let it wash and shine and shift and move this fear down the legs, through the feet, and into the earth. And with your next breath in, with that next heavenly light that comes in through the crown, allow your higher self to send you a message. Allow the higher self to send you a message. Receive a message from your higher self. And then we'll close the crown. I invite you to stretch, take some movements, shift your body. And as we scanned the body in the beginning, and you took note of how you were feeling, do a little body scan now. Just noticing how you are feeling. How have things shifted for you from the beginning of this practice until now? So I thank you for practicing with me today. I encourage you to take good self care. You may want to journal about your experience or talk with somebody about your experience if something came up that was maybe challenging for you. Art is also another way to integrate an experience like this. Going outside and being in the sun, connecting with nature, walking barefoot on the ground, and definitely drinking lots of water. So I hope this practice served you and that you found some transformation of a fear into excitement and that you received a message from your higher self. Wishing you much love.